Oh, well, it's always fun to see your projects come to life, especially this easy-to-make modern wooden floor lamp, pendant lamp. Thank you so much. Well, listen, if you've just tuned in with us, I'm here with Dylan Tomaj. He's interior designer and decor expert, and since it is winter, it is cold, and I think, people want to feel warm inside their homes without actually having to put the heater on, and you are here to show us different ways in how we can warm up our interior. So what is your let's go through one of your first tips.
Okay, so I think the first thing to do is to have a mirror that reflects any sort of sunlight that comes into a space. I think that's really important so that you don't feel like you are in the middle of winter or the thick of winter.
I like that. It's very clever because more light the better. I really, really like that of it, just simply incorporating a mirror. Now let's talk greenery, because during winter I tend to neglect the plants. So what is your take on greenery?
So I think the greenery also has a tropical feel, right? So it depends on what kind of greenery you have, but you could have a tropical feel that makes you almost subconsciously feel like you're on an island, and that could also help the whole endorphins feel good.
Okay. What other type of greenery would you incorporate?
Colourful flowers.
Okay.
So choose your favourite flower. Mine are tulips, and get them in a beautiful colour, and that also just brings a pop of life into the space.
I know. I currently have some proteas in the house, and it makes, every time I walk past them, it makes me feel so good. Let's talk about different ways to incorporate colour, because you don't, at the end of the day, want to spend too much money, because winter is only a few months long.
Luckily.
What are the best ways to incorporate the winter colours into your home?
So the best thing to do is you can bring them in through scatter cushions into your space, and I think that's the quickest and easiest and most effective way. Curtains, that's also a really good way to bring in a pop of colour. The other way to do that is accessories, so decor accessories like vessels and vases and things like that.
I really, really like that. Now, earlier you mentioned in the bedroom you prefer, bringing layers into the room again, but also when we spoke about the tones, the different colours, what kind of bedding is your go-to bedding?
White bedding is the way forward. It really, really is.
But I would think it's a cold colour. Like it's for me, white is crisp.
No. But it's all about what you add to it. I think that's the point, right? So that's where you can actually add a lot of colour or layers to the space that actually makes it feel a lot warmer and a lot richer. So I think starting with the neutral base of white bedding, you can just warm it up through the process.
Okay. Now, if we look at my pendant lamp stand that I made here, how would you warm this up?
How would I warm this up?
Yes.
Very good question. I would have maybe changed the colour of the cord.
Okay.
Yes, so that could have just brought in a little bit more colour. But I think it's a really great lamp.
Thank you. And when it comes to lampshades, is that something else you would also incorporate?
You could definitely add lampshades into a space which are more tactile, but again, it goes back to what your space looks like. A lot of people use lots of prints and graphics. That also brings in that summer feel, or perceived summer feel.
I really, really like these tips. Well, Dylan, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Pleasure.
This is Dylan Tomaj giving us ways on how you can warm up your home this winter, and it just shows you don't have to spend a lot of money to do these things by simply applying these small, simple tips.